Hello students, this is Shailaja Vibhute, lecturer, KLS Gokte PU College of Commerce and Science, Belagavi. Let us continue current electricity. Today let us see about current density. So what is current density? It is the current per unit area of cross section of the wire. Means current density is equal to current divided by area of cross section. So what is current density? Current per unit area. Current density is denoted by the letter J. So J is equal to I divided by A. I is current, A is area of cross section. So what is formula to calculate current density then? J is equal to I by A. Now let us see some important notes which are related to current density. Current density is a vector quantity. Its direction is same as that of current. Its SI unit is ampere per meter square. Since J is equal to I by A, SI unit of current is ampere and unit of area is meter square. So SI unit of current density is ampere per meter square. Now see this very interesting one. Say if you consider a conductor of varying cross section. Varying cross section means what? Area is not same, but current is same at all points along its length. Means what? Even though area of a conductor is different at different points, current is same. What about current density? But current density is different at different points along its length. See, if current is, why we are saying current is same at all the points along its length? Because we know one of the properties of charge, that is charge is conserved. If this statement is not true, definitely charge will not be conserved. That's why even though conductor of varying cross section, current is same at all points along its length. But current density is I by A. If area differs, definitely current density differs. So current density is different at different points along its length. Okay, now let us derive the relation, that is relation between current density and conductivity of a conductor. This can be asked directly like this. Derive the relation J is equal to sigma E. Here J is current density, sigma is conductivity and E is electric field. This derivation carries 3 marks. Very easy derivation. Let us try to understand. First we have to draw a conductor. Let L be the length of the conductor or say metallic wire. A is area of cross section. Let us connect one battery. Let V be the potential difference. When battery is connected, the free electrons which are present inside, definitely they start moving with new velocity. That velocity we called it as drift velocity. So when electric field is set up in the wire, that let us represent it as capital E, and Vd is the drift velocity of the electron, and I is current in the wire. So L is length, A is area, E is electric field, Vd is drift velocity, I is current, and V is potential difference applied across the wire. Hope these notations are clear now. Let us continue. To derive J is equal to sigma E, let us use Ohm's law. What is mathematical form of Ohm's law? V is equal to IR. Let us name it as equation 1. We know one more relation, that is R is equal to rho L divided by A. What is R here? Resistance. Rho is resistivity. L is length. A is area. Means we know the relation for resistance of the wire and length and area, that is R proportional to L by A. So that only we have written it as R is equal to rho L divided by A. Let us substitute this in equation 1. So when you substitute it in equation 1, here instead of this R, let us substitute rho L divided by A. So V is equal to I into rho L divided by A. Okay. Then now what we will get? Here we have to adjust the terms here. How we have adjusted? Very simple. I by A. So we have one term here, I by A. Okay. Then this is L, rho L. Correct. So rho L, you shift it this side. So first you shift L to this side. What you will get? V by L. Okay. Then shift this into rho to this side. It becomes 1 divided by rho. So how we have shifted the term? I hope it is clear. Let me repeat once again. This I divided by A, keep it here only. Okay. So this is I by A. Now you have to shift this rho L, which is in the numerator, to this side. So if you shift in that only, first you take this L and shift it here. So what you will get? V by L. Now shift this rho to this side. So you will get 1 divided by rho. Means you are adjusting. Okay. If you see the terms whatever written here, definitely you will understand how to shift the terms. So we already know this. I by A is nothing but, this I by A is nothing but J. So we got one term. Then what is this V by L? It is nothing but electric field. In second chapter, there is a relation between electric field and electric potential. So based on that, we have written V by L is nothing but it is electric field E. Okay. Now 1 divided by rho, that is reciprocal of resistivity, is nothing but it is conductivity. And this conductivity is denoted by the letter sigma. So we got all the terms now. I by A, which is in LHS side, we got it as J. And in RHS side of equal to sign, V by L is nothing but it is E. This V by L is nothing but E. And 1 divided by rho is nothing but it is sigma. Okay. Now, if you substitute this in equation 2, you will get your final answer, that is J is equal to sigma E. So in the above relation, R is resistance of the wire, J is current density, rho is resistivity of material of the wire, and sigma is conductivity of the wire. So very simple derivation, very easy steps are there. First what we have to do? We have to take Ohm's law, then substitute R is equal to rho L divided by A. Then you adjust the term I by A is equal to V by L into 1 by rho. You will get your final answer, because I by A is nothing but it is J. V by L is nothing but E, and 1 by rho is nothing but it is sigma, conductivity. So J is equal to sigma E. Very simple derivation. Practice it. Let us go for one more derivation. Even this derivation is very important. This is repeatedly asked, that is, derive an expression for conductivity of a material in terms of relaxation time. Means we want a derivation for sigma now. Expression for conductivity means sigma is equal to. So let us see what is that derivation. Again you have to draw a simple conductor here, or a metallic wire you can say. Then L is length of the wire, A is area of cross section of the wire, V is potential difference applied across the wire, means you have to connect the battery. When battery is connected, then definitely electric field is set up in the wire. Due to this electric field, electrons start moving with new velocity, that is drift velocity. Let us denote it as Vd. Vd is drift velocity of the electrons and I is the current in the wire. So again the same terms which in the last derivation we have written, no? Same thing we have explained here. L is length of the wire, A is area of cross section, V is potential difference, E is electric field, Vd is drift velocity and I is current. To derive this relation, first you take the help of the expression, that is J is equal to sigma E. You want expression for sigma, that is conductivity. So first only you shift the term. Sigma is equal to, write it as J by E. But J means what? Current density. So J is equal to what? I by A. Then if you substitute, what you will get here? Sigma is equal to, instead of J you write I by A. So you will get sigma is equal to I divided by A into E. But we know one more relation, that is I is equal to NEA Vd. Vd is drift velocity. So let us substitute in the numerator. So in the numerator if you substitute, this is I. So instead of I you write NEA Vd. So NEA Vd it is. Okay. Divided by AE. So in this you can cancel this A and this A area. If you cancel, what you will get? Let us see. You will get sigma is equal to NEVD divided by E. A get cancelled. Okay. Now let us substitute for drift velocity. So expression for drift velocity is Vd is equal to EE divided by m into tau. So EE divided by m into tau you have to substitute. Negative sign is neglected because you are considering only magnitude here. So if you substitute, you will get sigma is equal to NE divided by capital E, write as it is. Instead of this Vd, you write EE tau divided by m. So here similar terms are there. Let us multiply it and write it as sigma is equal to NE square tau divided by m. Here capital E get cancelled. So you will get final answer as sigma is equal to NE square tau divided by m. Here sigma is conductivity and tau is relaxation time. Here capital E get cancelled. So you will get sigma is equal to NE square tau divided by m. This is a final expression. So here which terms are remaining? No, those terms you have to write the meaning of those terms, like J is current density, sigma is conductivity of the wire, small n is number of electrons per unit volume, tau is relaxation time, E is charge of an electron and m is mass of electron. Hope you have understood this derivation. So it is very simple one, very easy derivation. Try to practice. These two derivations are very important. One is J is equal to sigma E. Another one is sigma is equal to NE square tau divided by m. Okay. So here you have used J is equal to sigma E. Then sigma is equal to J by E. Substitute for J as I by A. You will get sigma is equal to I divided by A into E. Now substitute for I, that is NEA Vd. AA get cancelled. Then again substitute for drift velocity and cancel that capital E. You will get final answer as sigma is equal to NE square divided by m into tau. So this completes current electricity chapter. Now based on this you can solve the problem. Let us take one first simple numerical. How many electrons per second constitute a current of 1 microampere? How many electrons per second constitute a current of 1 microampere. Actually, it is 1 mark question. It is better to remember final answer, but how to solve I have taken here. So very simple one. You have to take the help of the formula, that is I is equal to Q divided by T. What is Q here? Charge. Charge can be expressed as Q is equal to NE. N is the number of electrons. E is charge of an electron. If you substitute Q is equal to NE there, you will get I is equal to NE divided by T. In the problem, how many electrons per second? So, N divided by T we will take. That is equal to I by E. So, what is value of current given here? Current of 1 microampere. So, micro means 10 raised to minus 6. So, instead of I, you substitute the value as 1 into 10 raised to minus 6. What is value of small e? 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 90. Then, if you simplify this one, 10 raised to minus 19, you will shift it to numerator. It becomes plus 19. If you take 1 divided by 1.6, your answer will be 0.625. 10 to the power, you will get 13. If you shift the decimal point to 1 digit, your answer will be 6.25 into 10 raised to 12. So, how many electrons per second constitute a current of 1 microampere? 6.25 into 10 raised to 12. Instead of micro, say for example, nano is asked, nanoampere. Then, very simple one, your answer must be, say, in numerator, nano means 10 raised to minus 9 you have to take. So, minus 9 and this one will be 10 raised to minus 19. 19 you will shift it. So, you will get 10 raised to how much? 10 raised to 10. If you shift it to 1 digit, you will get 6.25 into 10 raised to 11. Okay. So, like this you remember the values so that you can solve it very easily. Now, let us take one more problem. A copper wire of cross-sectional area 1 into 10 raised to minus 6 meter square carries a current of 5 ampere. So, what are given quantities here? Area is given. A is equal to how much? 1 into 10 raised to minus 6. Okay. Carries a current of 5 ampere. I is equal to 5 ampere. Then, find current density. Current density is denoted by J. J is equal to how much? Second one is you have to find out drift velocity. So, VD is equal to how much? One more point is given here. Free electron density of copper is 8 into 10 raised to 28 electrons per meter cube. Means small n value is given. 8 into 10 raised to 28 electrons per meter cube. So, I is given, A is given and small n is given. Using these, you have to find out J and VD. So, according to definition, current density J is equal to what? I by A. Now, substitute the value of I. I is how much? 5 ampere. 5. Area is 10 raised to minus 6. Very simple calculation. Minus 6 shifted to numerator, it becomes plus 6. So, it is 10 raised to 6 this one. Okay. So, 5 into 10 raised to 6. It looks like 0 I think. So, you make it as 10 raised to 6. What is unit of current density? Ampere per meter square. Okay. Write the unit here. Ampere per meter square. Now, so first one we have calculated J. Now, let us calculate this drift velocity. To calculate drift velocity, you can use the relation I is equal to N E A V D. Okay. So, shift the term here, you will get V D is equal to I divided by N E A. Okay. Substitute the values now. I is equal to how much? 5. 5 ampere. Okay. Then, small n value is given 8 into 10 raised to 28. Substitute it. What is small e? It is charge of an electron 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. Then area is given 10 raised to minus 6. So if you simplify all these, you will get 3.9 into 10 raised to minus 4 meter per second. Meter per second is unit of velocity. So write the unit. So very simple problem. Let us continue with some more problems. Thank you.